Oh, hey, Altina. Might be a bit late in the game for me to say so, but that weapon of yours really is something, huh?
It's awesome, but it's no robot.
Yes, I suppose it is. It's called a shield caliber. As you may already be aware, I am synced with a combat shell by the name of Clown Soleus. Using the Foundation's technology, it has been fixed into this current form as a bladed shield.
Oh, it still talks though.
It can talk?
It's still classified tech at Thor's, so if you could keep it a secret for the time being, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure thing. I gotta say though, you Thor's folk are just one surprise after another. Starting to get a little jelly of that old so-and-so Gaius.
Come to think of it, there was a sister with Kevin back during the princess wedding. The squire, I assume?
Please, Falcom, if you can bring Kevin back, you can bring Rias back. Can we please have Rias in 3D? With her sword of hers too? Can you imagine how fun the gameplay would be? And her adorableness in 3D?
I wonder where she is now. Are they just on separate assignments? Or...
Alright. Miss Marduk said we're about halfway, so let's get our butts in gear and blow through the rest.
Right. Let's go.
I've already finished analyzing the threats we'll face ahead. We'll just need to deal with them one by one as we advance.
Yay.
Oh, spot to park ourselves a bit.
Fully recovered.
Didn't miss anything, did I? Oh, the enemies are back too? Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like Rias will come back for sure.
Take numerous foes. They're stunned. Advised.
Okay, let's go.
They're stunned.
I am curious though, the idea that they were on the way to another country to the far east makes me think like, you know, when the next Trails game like Kai or something does come out, right? Like it's gonna be in that new place. And if it's like the final arc, right? Then I wonder what it's gonna be like. Because I imagine like more people are gonna show up. I don't know about Lloyd and them, but like Green Party are gonna be there. Van's group is probably gonna be there because it's Calvard. You know, I don't know why, like, I imagine for, like, funsies and fan service, Estelle and them would be there, but, like, as for reasoning... I mean, I think it's, at one point, for sure. I feel like Falcom is gonna do, like, a big ol', like, allow you to do the whole fight with, like, Estelle, Lloyd, Van, and Reen. You know, so. Oh, the backflip, bro. It's crazy. But I'm just very curious on, I think, and that's why I also don't mind that they're taking a while with Kai too. As much as the cliffhanger, I'm sure, is so good.
Okay, let's go.
You know, I do think, what the hell do you mean?
Ready to throw down? Can't get complacent. Seems about right.
But I feel like if they really do want to end it, they need to be very, very, very careful with how they do the ending.
Mighty flow. Be mindful about this. All right, let's swing out. Back together now.
All right, chat, you ready? You ready for the best S-Craft? It's time. I know only these two guys are gonna get hit. That's fine, whatever.
Prepare. Life and death ever flowing. None can impede my Tachi's course.
Purge, rush. Rage, soar, gleam.
Ashen slash.
Luminous flux.
Why is he so good?
Prepare.
Take charge, Kevin.
X? X?
Seal of mine, shining from the abyss. By your glow, strike down my enemies. Fly, holy spears of space.
Boost gauge augmented.
We went so far past S, we made it to S?
Got his rest.
We earned it.
Souls.
You were
Crazy.
most helpful, Kevin.
Your boost gauge is replete.
We're gonna talk about that, I don't know, 5 or 6 months?
Presences on the other side of the coast.
More or less finished.
Watch yourselves. There's a lot of them. All right, let's rip.
Charge attack.
Taking like 1 damage. Amazing.
Open wide. That's that.
Hard mode my
Off
butt.
to the next.
Recuperation point reached. Fully recovered.
I have not saved in a bit.
Well done.
What's up? Let's keep pushing forward. To Mom, heading for the next checkpoint.
Looks like we can rest here.
Good as new.
Getting covered.
You picked
Yeah,
the
you
wrong
know.
guy to fight.
Come on.
I feel like, though, it's one of those kind of like catch-22 situations for Falcom where, like, I'm sure they want to do a really good job with the ending, right? Because even Kondo said, like, if we fuck this up, like, we're never going to live it down, right? But at the same time, like, I feel like it's just no matter what you do, someone's going to be disappointed by it, right?
Cypher activate.
This'll shock you. Here goes.
And because it's a kind of a two-way thing of just like you're never gonna be satisfied by it, but also it's another thing of like it's hard to accept the end of something when something has been going on for just that long, right? Where it's like, okay, there is no next thing. Like at least with the other games, it's like, okay, well, you know, the ending of Cold Steel 2, for example, could be weaker, but it's like, you know, there's more to it, right? So maybe it'll make sense later.
Want to clear him out?
Daybreak 2 is another great example, right? Where it's like, yeah, it was weaker, but I mean, I guess Kai came out, so or Horizon, I mean. So it's like, it's fine. You know, another game will come in, and then we'll see more weird trophy writing, and it's all good because we'll have trails. But now it's like the idea is that like a straight up ending is just like, wow, like whatever happens there is that like that is it, like that is true credits, and that's going to be a very like weird situation to be in, because like how many series do we know have like truly ended? You know what I mean? Like in actuality, outside of like, oh, like the game ended, but like the series just never continued, right? Like Kingdom Hearts is still going, Ys is still going in Vanguard, even though like obviously it can keep going. Final Fantasy is still going, but there's no Final Fantasy. Tales, you know, but like for those that are series too, like Xenoblade still is going. You know what I mean? So like there's not too many situations where it's like, oh yeah, like for realsies, you know, where the book is done on, you know, insert the game
Looks like we
series
can
here.
rest here.
And so when Trails does inevitably kind of like hit its end, it's just like, what is it really gonna feel like? Where someone could binge through the entire series and actually hit true credits is, I think, gonna be amazing for a lot of newcomers to the series. But for veterans, it's gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna have a big empty hole in my heart. First, I'm looking forward to the Storm people when people reach the end of Horizon. This will be crazy. I swear to God, man. Oh, hi.
There they are. So it was you, no-good priest. I knew it. Sup, Arkwright? Your master told me you'd be here. Master Beauregard! Good to see you in person. Been half a year or so since we were actually in the same room, huh?
That's right. Ain's kept me abreast of what's been going on. I was surprised to hear you volunteered for the job, though. Though, on second thought, maybe I should have expected it.
Don't read too much into it.
So he was Beauregard's old teammate? And you know him too, right, Van?
Yeah, we met when we were working behind the scenes 3 years ago to stop the war. Dingo introduced us.
Whoa, for real?
You need to make sure you don't get spoiled. I made it this far, so I should be fine.
But we can talk more about that later. Right. This is the first time we're meeting, huh? Doesn't really feel like it, given all that I've heard from Miss Herschel and Clausel. Name's Van Arkwright. I work as a Spriggan in Calvert. This is one of my assistants, Farida Al-Fayed.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I still love that we can do this in
So this is
Valcom
that
or in
famous
Trails where
Ashen
you can just
Chevalier
meet
guy.
different protagonists of different games.
Pleasure's all mine, Miss Al-Fayed. I'm an instructor from Thor's military academy in the Erebonian Empire, Reen Schwarzer. And this is Altina Orion. She's a member of the Thor Strategic Research Lab.
Nice to meet you. I am also affiliated with the Epstein Foundation branch in the Empire.
Ah, so you must be serving as a go-between for that tech union I've been hearing so much about, huh?
Huh? Why do you...
It seems you're even more in touch with what's going on behind the scenes than Fee described.
I've just got a nose for things, that's all. You can count me surprised that a big shiny
Van
war
also
hero
has
like
a crazy
yourself
high
is
insight
joining in
stat.
on Marduk's secret training here, though.
Van also is just like crazy smart.
These cutting-edge advances in hollow and shard technologies are something I'll have to face sooner or later. I'm here simply because I want to keep up with these new advances, both as an instructor and for my own personal training.
Well, look at you. Come to think of it, Master, haven't you met him before through your youngest disciple?
Not face to face, unfortunately. Although I did leave him a letter during the Erebonian Civil War.
Yep, we just remember, we reminded ourselves of that. Ha ha ha. She can straight up just read minds. She's the cheater. She just reads minds, which is hilarious. I can't wait to see her again.
Beauregard Zeman, though I went by a different name back then. Still, it's a pleasure, Reed.
No, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for all you've done for Gaius. From what I've heard, you even know my master. Is that right?
Yes, but let's save that for later. Qasim, Mirabelle, we've kept you waiting too long.
Oh, we're in no hurry. Take all the time you like to catch up.
Oh, goddamn.
Wait, what? Were you both here this whole time? And as I said before, this technology is incredible.
You've got that right. I'm the one using it, and I can hardly believe it. Well, let's get back to business. Have all of you forgotten that this is supposed to be a practical trial? Well, any good trial needs a big final test to it, you hear?
Don't tell me. You mean a face-off between teams X and Y?
We did consider that, but in the end, we decided to do something a bit different. With that, if you would please join us.
At once, sir.
Man, you chatterboxes sure took your sweet time.
Oh, we're meeting you now? Oh shit, it's him. It's Crow.
Reset, you changed your outfit?
So did Mirabelle, now that you mention it. Guessing it must be Marduk's summer uniform.
God, she's so pretty. Reset Twinings.
That's right. I thought a change of wardrobe would be perfect to coincide with this trial. I'm not especially bothered by changes in temperature, but a new look is refreshing in its own way.
Right?
Only we gave her a haircut.
Come on,
Short hair
Mr.
reset,
Sauber.
please.
Tell her just how good she looks.
What? Yeah, you look great. Cool in both senses of the word.
Yeah, it looks lovely on you.
Thank you both. My apologies for making you wait even longer.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm the one who's butting in on your reunion. But hey, after we're done here, what do you say to joining me for a meal? Maybe even giving me your number?
Hell yeah.
Come on.
He's consistent, if nothing else.
Pro arm burst. Oh, he's a contractor. Rough.
For real, though. Reen, Altina, it's good to see you two. Been since, what, late last year? And this is my first time meeting the rest of you. But we'll have plenty of time for meet and greets later. Why don't we get started on that big final test? You know, the one where both X and Y team up against us.
I've also just finished a battle simulation using the new shard functions. I'm eager to test out these newly acquired capabilities in a more, shall we say, authentic capacity.
What? I suppose it really has been a while. It seems he upgraded to a new weapon since we last saw him.
Well, we're no different there. That aside, considering the number of people...
Yeah, either Qasim is gonna be joining them, or...
Useless! Useless old fogey!
Just so. This time I'll be evaluating your progress from this side of the battlefield. Particularly you, Van. I want to experience firsthand just how much you've improved in your martial skills.
Saw this coming a selge away.
I'll give it my all!
This will also serve as my way of properly greeting the young Divine Blade. And as for you, Kevin, Hein told me to make sure you didn't have an easy time.
Oh, come on! Why she gotta single me out like that? Well, that's the way it's gonna be. So, you two planning to join in, or are you gonna just skulk around in the back?
Impressive, Fifth Dominion. You're even better than the rumors say.
Oh no. Oh no.
Impressive. I even had us wrapped up in 2 whole layers of shard camo.
Oh man, it's him.
You're here?
No way. And you.
Lapis?
Lapis Rosenberg. We got a great new design.
Hello, Fairy. Good to see you again too, Altina. This is the first time we've met since my new body, though, right? Well, how do I look? Wow, you look great!
You're way different from the photo I saw before, though.
Meister Jorg must have crafted a new body for you, didn't he? That's right. I'm still breaking it in, though. It's been a while, Van and Bearguard. But it feels like forever since I saw you, Reen.
I know what you mean. It's been nearly 2 whole years. I almost didn't recognize you at first, Lapis.
Man, what is with all of our social networks?
Dude, Van, this is what everyone's been asking since the beginning of Trails. All right.
So we're looking at a 5-on-5 then?
Oh, this
This the something a bit different you decided on?
Yes. And though the teams are now even, you should know we've calculated your odds of winning at about 30%. But I'm certainly hoping to see you beat those odds.
Just watch. You too, Master. I'm gonna be going all out here.
Me too! Get ready for me, Reset!
Certainly. I'll be giving it my all as well.
Ho ho ho! That's the spirit. Just how you young folks should be.
Well then, looks like it's time for us to butt heads yet again, Reen.
Just what I want. I hope you haven't lost your edge.
This will be a good opportunity to fully test Clown Soleus' new mode.
Yeesh. I didn't think everyone was gonna get so worked up here.
Kevin's like, I'm just here for the ride, dudes. I don't know any of you.
It's fine for people like us to get the blood pumping every once in a while.
God, Rufus' sword looks sick. Rufus A. A for Alberea. But I'm gonna spoil that for you.
Hey now, don't go and lump me in with the likes of you.
Yeah, checks out you'd object to being tossed in with him.
Indeed. After all, Rufus is quite the villain.
Thought I recognized the voice. Nice to meet you in person, boss. Are Swin and Nadia off somewhere?
Yes, they went back home for a bit. Thank you for looking after them while they were in Calvert, Mr. Archive.
Man's stun caliber looks a bit wider, doesn't it?
And you, Rain. It's hard to believe 2 years have flown by already. You're 23 now, yes? You look different. More confident.
Thanks. I'm happy to say that you seem the same as ever. Let's talk more later. Right now, I'm looking forward to facing you. I can tell that each and every one of our opponents are experts. If we want any hope of winning, we'll have to work together, Mr. Arkwright.
Got it. Very
Mr.
noble
Arkwright,
priest.
how polite.
Let's give him hell.
Come on.
Ready to get this thing started.
I've completed shard integration with the Zypha. We're ready for combat.
Then, at long last, let the battle begin.
Now, are we actually 5-on-5, or is it 4-and-4 again? Yeah, it's 4-and-4 again. Defeat all enemies and defeat the enemies. Aw, 60 turns? Yikes.
Now's my chance to show off what I can do with the new shard functions.
Well then,
There's a turn
I
counter,
hope to
though.
prove a suitable challenger, Miss Al-Fayed.
Go at it full force.
Flame! Supporting!
Here for you.
Blitz, AT bonus.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Let's charge it all at once. Now! Rabbit sword!
Thanks.
Immediate.
Oh, everything's back. Sweet. Awesome.
Go full throttle!
I will do a good old coin bullets.
Attack their weak
Take it away. Over here. All for you.
Blitz is activated, which appears as an AT bonus. Let's check. Blitz support provide a number of benefits, may be activated by a variety of actions. Attack / arts increase damage. Recovery does increase recovery or extended buff duration. Nice.
So this is Blitz. Its utility is incredible.
Gives us plenty of options, that's for sure. Thanks for the assist, Kevin.
Ha! You should be thanking the Zypha.
So it is 4-on-4. It's just
For the main event.
like
And alive.
oh yeah, that's some pretty shit, man.
Take it away.
Roll them down.
Here for you.
Very nice. Some characters will use anti-shard commands. These will overwrite the party's shard commands, so be careful. Oh.
The deciding factor.
And they can use Zoc too? Oh, that's crazy.
You cannot run.
Okay, no death blow, which is good. Okay.
Been a while since we sparred.
And an S-Craft? Oh boy.
Oh, I will. Just make sure you don't hold back on me.
My cue.
Oh god, man's gonna die.
Here for you. Take it away. Here for you. Take it away. Thanks, pal.
Here I come.
Oh, you give me a shield? I'm not saying none of that.
Accelerate. Don't worry.
Aw, adorable. I'll take that shield.
Multiplex shard barrier. Engage.
I love defensive S-Crafts that I never used with Anya S because it, like I literally never needed it in the past 2 games. But hey, I will happily take a shield.
Starting dry. Cobalt curtain.
Oh, reset! Oh, you son of a... Oh, you are... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, I use a shield, and you're like, oh, my AI. I see. I need to use a shield as well. Okay, I see how it is, bro. Freaking hell.
Mr. Arkwright, Miss Al-Fayed, I'd expect
Swap
no
out
less
teammates
from
with...
you.
Yeah, okay. I'll go between support member crafts and arts list by
Using the shard
pressing
functions
square.
By watching you.
Oh, yeah. That's if I want that, but... At least it's just one thing now for that. See, I want to... S-Craft.
Let us proceed with care.
Now, put on the pressure.
Thanks.
Let's do this. Be easier this way.
Here to help. Here for you. Go at it full
Good
force.
luck, Rufus!
Thank you, Landis. Your assistance is invaluable.
They're as well coordinated as ever. Still, we won't lose to them.
All in. You're out of luck. Here for you. Take it away.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Full throttle.
I'm like trying to be a little efficient here because I had the turn separate condition, but they gave me 60 turns, which should be fine.
Sweet dreams.
You've got a fire in your eyes, Van. More so than you did when we last journeyed together.
Could say the same to you, Master.
Wow, you two got even stronger when I wasn't looking.
Rean and I become more powerful every day.
You're down.
Boost gauge expanded.
Perhaps
Nice.
it's time I retreated.
Silver swords! Here goes! Let's try it out.
Okay.
Go all in on it. Go at it full force.
Let's charge it out. Yes, God.
Here for you.
Flinched!
Go all in on it. Go at it full force.
I can get 2 in 1 stone here.
Rean, they're stunned! Join me!
Leave it to me. Brilliantly done.
Okay, I'm calling it here.
Let us help.
On to you, Arkwright.
Please protect us.
My move is so bad.
Ulrich Sword.
Feather the thunder.
That'll cost you.
Here for you. Go at it full force. Go all in on him.
Use an art starting now.
Oh, freaking hell.
Pull out all the stuff.
Shark command.
Please protect us. Let us proceed with care.
Pull out all the stuff.
Come on, Rufus! Pull yourself together!
I've no intention of quitting, thank you.
Here for you. Here for you. Go at it full force. Take it away. Here for you.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things, I guess. I mean, if Rufus is not going to move, I'm not going to move, and it's like, fine, I guess.
Here for you.
Use an art in a weak
Go
against.
all in on him. Go at it full. Take it away.
Ulrich Sword.
Feather the thunder. Here for you. Here to help. Destroy. Go all in on him. Take my lead. My chance. Keep your focus.
This should end it.
Turn this dusking power
Oh!
back to blue skies. Azure Sunray!
seem I've grown a bit rusty.
You know, it's only been like a whole two games since you've last played a playable character. It's okay.
I can't get complacent.
And now we have these crazy dynamic cutscenes that are even better than before.
I ain't showing any mercy.
Hey, you want to see this again?
Full course. Sunray! Battle over. The winner, XY team. That was way too close.
Agreed. But still, we managed to do it.
Sheesh. Didn't think I'd need to pull even that move out of my sleeve. Ah, damn it. I guess I screwed around a bit too much.
All things considered, they actually did have me a
Perhaps
bit
I need
there.
to go retrain
When
myself on the
Lapis did her
basics.
first boost, they actually had me down pretty good.
Huh. They've got someone like you talking that way. It's proof just how much these young ones have grown.
Incredible! You really beat Rufus and the others. Fairy, Altina, and Rosette too. You all did great.
Lapis and Rosette, the two of you gave some amazing shard support.
Agreed. You both seem to be able to bring out the full potential of the 6th generation orbments.
Both of you performed excellently as well. Your armament's new mode was very impressive, Miss Orion.
Well, well. I just witnessed a most remarkable battle.
There he is.
Ugh, figures he'd show up now.
This guy.
Good old Gilliam Thorndike.
The new shard function shows promise, and the test of Miss Lapis's new body that Meister Jorg requested has gone excellently too. As our way of thanks for your participation, we've prepared a banquet for you all. I do hope you'll attend and enjoy yourselves.
Oh, well, that's kind of them at least. About 3 months ago, April 15th, 1209. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Nina. The day after the Aramis Academy Festival, the Calva Republic's presidential office made a worldwide announcement of a startling plan. "23rd President of the Calva Republic, Roy Gramhart."
For the past 2.5 years, we've been preparing. Slowly and surely, behind the scenes. And now, it brings me great pride to announce an initiative that will blaze a trail to the future of not just Calvert, but all Zemuria. This bold new plan will be known as Project Startaker. What lies beyond the sky is the last great frontier for mankind, a threshold none in all recorded history have been able to cross. Yet we will extend our reach past the atmosphere and leave behind a satellite that will help us realize manned spaceflight. As many of you may know, for over a century, a mysterious phenomenon has been slowly reducing Zemuria's eastern reaches to a wasteland. It has been theorized that observing the affected areas from the proper vantage point could provide valuable clues to a solution.
We haven't been to the bottom, we haven't been to the bottom right area, right? That orange area, because the green part is Calvard, the red part's Erebonia, the white part there is Liberal, and then Crossbell's in the middle there. You have Lemon State up to the north, along with Remiferia. North Ambria to the very far top left, but that bottom right orange part, we haven't been there yet, have we? Or is that where Tharbat is? I mean, like, we saw a little part of it. Because, yeah, the Far East is kind of a wasteland because of the desertification, but I don't think we've gone that far down to the right, have we? Nope. Interesting. Combat environmental concerns. Oh. That's the kingdom of Sharid. Oh, like Prince Sharid's kingdom? I see.
Further, the benefits of a communication satellite are
Interesting.
unmistakable.
Yeah, we're probably not going to go there then.
Particularly in terms of expanding the Orbital Net's video capabilities. Make no mistake, this will usher in an era of innovation in economics and industry, the likes of which we've not seen since the Orbital Revolution.
Interesting. It almost feels like all the big dots are games, are main games, right? So there was a dot in the bottom right there. Though initially incredulous at the idea, many listeners found themselves drawn in by the president's explanation. Despite the Republic's strength, and the current age was one of uncertainty, and the thought of forging a path forward resonated deeply with many. And then, as proof of his bold initiative, the president unveiled an incredible new facility to the world.
Deep within the Ishgal Mountains, in the southern reaches of central Zemuria.
Yeah, exactly. The big points on that were like the main areas, but we haven't been to some of them yet. I mean, obviously there's the one to the far east. We know that one's going to happen. But like there was one to the far north too. There's one to the bottom right. I think a couple, and like you said, there were a couple other that we haven't seen yet either.
It is here, in the area once known as Konlon, that we've built a
Kunlun?
launch site for our rockets in a secluded basin. I present to you Zeku Space Base, the stage upon which we will reach the stars and home of our newly established aerospace force.
I still think it's really funny that, you know, if you look at Sky Remake, it's like, wow, we have a gas engine to power up a thing. And also the computer was like this gigantic heck thing in Zeiss, right? And like not 8 years later, we're going to space. The man selected to lead the operation was General Daniel Haring. As head of the Republic's military forces, further details on Project Startaker would come directly from him.
The first phase will involve the launch of a communication and observation satellite via the orbital rocket, Independence 2. With the satellite in orbit, the second phase will see us launch a dummy unit in order to confirm pilot safety for a proposed manned spaceflight.
Ooh.
If the results from the dummy unit meet expectations, we will move to our final phase and launch a rocket containing the first astronaut.
We saw that at the beginning.
Our candidate for this historic first manned flight is an ace pilot from the Calvardian Air Force, recipient of the Winged Silver Star Medal for her valor in the war, Major Emilia Haring.
Haring? Wait, are you the daughter of the dude? Also, your name is Amelia? Gosh, she's so
Hello.
pretty.
I am Major Emilia Haring of the Aerospace Force. Being chosen for this role is the greatest honor of my life. And it'll be a heck of a lot more fun than war.
When she was first revealed as like kind of like an initial trailer for Kai no Kiseki / Beyond the Horizon, I think with a lot of people thought that we were going to be taking a step away from Van and kind of pulling a Cold Steel 3-esque of sorts, where we're going to be introducing this person as the new protagonist. And I got very excited at the idea of like, you know, a woman protagonist again, but a woman protagonist again. But then, you know, that we didn't exactly work out that way. So unfortunately, but I think it would have been really cool otherwise.
Setting aside the necessity of national defense, I'm in agreement that it's much better to look to the future than to conflict. A goal this ambitious would typically be expected to take upwards of half a year, but you have my word that we'll do it in only 4 months.
How?
The initial satellite launch will occur 1 month from now. People of Calvert, no, of all Zemuria, let us reach out and grasp this continent's future together!
Major Haring, she's amazing.
Going to space?
Only President
Hardly
Grandpa
the
could do
presidential
something
office
like
will
this.
release more info on the space program at a later date.
So this is what my father has been working on behind the scenes.
I know they said it was going to be a big announcement, but I never could have seen that
Hi,
coming.
wifey.
Space? You can even go all the way up there?
It shouldn't be completely impossible, but it'd take some major technological breakthroughs.
Why is putting a satellite up there such a big deal? Doesn't Marduk have a bunch in orbit already?
Yes, but all of those are low-altitude models that function within the atmosphere. For one to be set in orbit outside of the atmosphere would indeed be a historic feat.
Right. And this explains why Ikaruga had the Eastern Mountain Range sealed off.
Oh.
So in the end, those cagey bastards were hired by the president to keep things under wraps.
That's crazy.
What are the odds this whole thing turns into a huge pain in the ass?
Damn near 100%. A huge national project, even bigger than the Zypha, announced out of nowhere? Ridiculous amounts of Mira and info are gonna be swirling around this thing. Both the public and underworld will be thrown for a loop. Swin and Nadia might be gone for now, but I got word from Master that he'll be back soon. Till then, we'll just have to handle all the 4 SPGs that are gonna come our way with our current group.
Got it.
I'll work on upgrading the orbital connection then. Oh, but aren't things going to get busy for you at school again, Agnes?
Well, a little, yes. We've decided that Albert will be our candidate for the student council election. So I'll have to help out with that a bit every so often, but I intend to spend as much time here as I'm able.
I'll also pitch in when I can. Though it seems like I'll be busy with a few things in Liberl and some other places.
I'll monitor any information coming in from Marduk as best I'm able.
That'll be a big help, thanks. Betting there'll be plenty involved with this whole space operation, just like Ikaruga. Speaking of, Renee's not gonna give me anything, but I might be able to get something from the guild through Elaine.
Hey, don't forget about me. I've got plenty of time now that we finish the shoot.
Aww! Aww! Your wifey!
Hey, don't forget about me.
I love
That
her.
announcement was a big surprise, but I'm glad I can work with everyone like this again. This means I'll need to pay attention to news about the Genesis and whatever Dad
Look at
is
those
planning
eyes on
now.
yes.
Huh? Agnes? Is everything
Oh no, it's
okay?
talking to her.
Oh, yes.
Oh no,
I'm
it's
fine.
talking to her.
I was just thinking that I'll have to really give it my all from here on. Oh, right. Hey, Fairy. Before things get too busy, how about we go and look at some new clothes together? For real? I'd love to.
I really want to go too, but I couldn't possibly say it out loud.
Do it! Do it!
What are you getting all red in the face for? I'll come along too, so no need to be shy about it.
In that case, as the resident movie star, I'll coach you all in the latest fashions.
What am I gonna do with you all?
I like Judith trying her absolute best to like feel like she can be included. It's like, Judith, like, I don't think they don't want you there, but like you're trying almost too hard to be included, you know? But all you have to do is just be normal.
It seems like things are about to become quite lively around here.
But I love her all the more. Judith is great. As the next month passed and the seasons changed, the news was dominated by daily updates related to the space program. Working alongside the Guild, Vanna's group took care of a number of incidents that would otherwise have slipped through the cracks. Oh boy. And with May's arrival came the student council election at RMS Academy. And the selection of its new president the very next day, the space program's first phase commenced. I like that they're doing this as a recap and not actual things, you know? I really like that they're doing this as a recap and not having you play through it all. Independence too. Yep, we saw this at the beginning. Well, we could have done a different song here, you know, as opposed to just reusing Daybreak 1 themes. But one thing they still need to explain is the whole thing that Emma brought up in, like, Reverie, right? Where it's like, once you go towards the edge of the world, right? Like, if something goes wrong. So how is this whole space thing gonna work? The other she's in the temporary members included. Mini Lapis. Oh, look at Mini Lapis. She's so cute. Van was even able to finally meet with his old friends and catch up, enjoying a relaxing conversation for the first time in a long while. By June, however, the three had lost contact once again, and the number of 4 SPGs skyrocketed. With the help of all his assistants and the already busy Agnes and Ren, he was finally able to catch a breath by the end of the month. It was at that time Beargar had to leave Edith once again on business. Then 3 days after his departure, three members of the group got a call out of nowhere, inviting them to participate in a live combat trial at Marduk HQ in Orad State. Latoya, what? Dude, I'm so suspicious of Hamilton. What the heck? And so...
It really was a surprise. I had heard you accepted a contract with Marduk to test their new products, Crow. But I never expected to find that you had as well, Rufus.
Well, it's not like I'm an employee here or anything. I'm just a freelancer, so I'm in kind of the same boat as that Arkride guy. But I was just as surprised to bump into Mr. Man in Black here. Turns out he signed on at about the same time as me.
The last I had heard, your group was traveling all over the continent, using the Republic as a base. Is that right?
Alas, I couldn't exactly waltz back into Erebonia now, could I?
God, his English voice, his voice is so soothing.
So, we've been traveling around the Republic, the northern countries, the Free Cities, and the Central Eastern countries. And once Meister Jorg joined up with Marduk, we were able to make a connection here through him.
And it's thanks to that I was able to upgrade to a new body.
I do like it, but I kind of miss the doll portion, like, aspect of her that she had in Reverie too.
This body really is a technological masterpiece. It can even let me get drunk.
But I'll get used to what? Hold on. What? Huh? Why?
That certainly is amazing, but,
why?
Isn't it a bit too early for you to start drinking?
Agreed. I think that should wait until you're a grown-up. Let's say about the same time Nadia's old enough to drink.
Well, I guess it's okay if it's the same as Nadia.
Sheesh, you may look a bit bigger, but you haven't changed much at all on the inside.
Speaking of Swin and Nadia, you mentioned they'd returned home?
Right. The two of them are originally from Remiferia. Though, it's a shame neither has any family left there to visit.
Still, running into a divine blade and 2 church members here is one thing. But I sure didn't wake up this morning thinking I'd be meeting both C the First and C the Second over there.
It's true.
Agreed. Both of those gentlemen were at the center of great upheavals in the Empire and Crossbell only a handful of years ago.
There is a case to be made that Trails really does not give repercussions whatsoever for villains in this series, considering the fact that both of them did exactly what Reset just said, and here they are. Totally fine, I guess. I mean, Crow technically died and then was brought back to life or whatever, and then Rufus was able to escape, sure, no problem. But, you know, all things considered, in all reality, it would have been a bit more believable if they had actually been arrested or, you know, any other thing for their actions. But hey, whatever, I guess.
Not only that, but it's clear that they each have top-level combat potential.
We have to have our friendship in our RPGs, what can I say?
You know, between them and Mr. Spriggan here, our Duke really went out of its way to go after the cream of the crop when it comes to shady dudes.
Lumping me in with them, huh? Well, I can't even really argue against that.
Oh, don't even worry about it. They're all just external contractors. It's not like they're official Marduk employees or anything. Besides, we've all got some skeletons in our closets, right? Guys like them understand a little give and take better than most.
Here at Marduk, fairness is a core policy. In addition, by cultivating working relationships with such individuals, we build a more robust crisis management network. In fact, our technical cooperation with the Septian Church is born of this same philosophy.
I suppose I won't reject such a stance out of hand.
Yeah, if us church folk are making use of Hollow and Shard technology, then we indirectly benefit from it too.
But cousin,
True.
that can't be the only reason for today's test and all the other stuff you're doing, can it?
Ah. Right. You've gone through your adornment ceremony. So tell me then, Farida, how do you see all this?
I still haven't learned enough about the latest technology or political stuff. But as an honorary substitute priestess of the Kruga, I'm slowly learning how to see the big picture a bit better. Like that big announcement the Republic made back in April, for example. Since then, it's become a great flame, fed by the breath of many and causing a strong updraft. And many people, both good and bad, are looking to ride this draft upwards. So the reason you called us here for this test should have something to do with all that, shouldn't it?
Fairy, you're really something
She's so grown up now.
Hey, you're one of the Kruga, is that right?
She's so grown up now.
Seems like our young girl grew up while I was away.
I mean, it really is a good thing showing, like, the, whatchamacallit, like, how the influence that Van has had, right? Like, mentor-mentee type thing. Like, that's pretty impressive. That, you know, they're showing this sort of character development for Fairy. Like, combat-wise, she's not the greatest, but I gotta hand it, Fairy's development has been really nice over 3 games.
Well, she's the one with the most potential to grow, after all.
Indeed. Watching her do so has been a treat.
Don't forget those thoughts and feelings. They are, more than anything else, the most important quality for a priestess. They may even help you find your own way in the tumultuous draft to come.
Huh?
My apologies for making you wait, everyone. It may not be much, but I've prepared a humble repast for you to show my gratitude for your continued friendship. We have available handmade finger foods, sandwiches, first flush tea, as well as freshly roasted coffee.
Oh my god.
We also have a selection of sweets from all over the continent, starting with dried fruits from Valis. Please enjoy.
No freaking way! They even got stuff from that famous place in Le Mans!
Hooray! I'm just going to have to try them all! I've come to expect such passion for sweets from Lapis. But,
Let me guess. Mr. Spriggan's got a major sweet tooth, too.
Oh, you have no idea.
Definitely has a certain enthusiasm for desserts, yes.
He even started writing a sweets review blog on the net recently.
Did he really? Oh, can we please, can we read it? Tell me we can read this. Oh my god, I need this. Falcom, please. Dude, Van is amazing.
Yep, definitely a hardcore sweet tooth.
Come on, man. Ain't you supposed to be some back alley problem solver? Live up to the reputation a little.
Given that both of us have died before, I bet we have a fair bit in common. What do you say we get to know each other better?
Nice try, Bearguard.
I'm not worthy of your regard, but I would love to speak with you, Mr. Zeman.
They do look good. Doink, doink. Looks like things have calmed down for now. Best get to sniffing out for some info. I'd be crazy to let this chance slip by. We've got folks from Thors, the ex-Governor General of Crossbell, high-ranking church members, and Marduk too, of course. Still, probably best to keep things casual for the time being. Oh, wow. 10,000 damage.
Knock one up.
Wow. Fairy's in my party, I guess. She's with me, hanging out.
Please relax and make yourself at home.
It'd be my pleasure.
I hope the food here is to your liking, Mr. Arkwright. You bet it is. You guys have got a great selection going on here. It's all carefully laid out so we won't get tired of eating the same sweets over and over again, even down to the drinks. I am quite glad to see that you're enjoying it. If you'd like, please take this as well. I had it brought in from the capital. Oh, this morning's issue of the Trail Times, huh? Pretty thoughtful of you. Biggest PMC in Zemuria. I grasp the scale of an organization like this. I suppose I'll enjoy myself for the time being. And then everything else is required. So let's just go from right to left, I guess. As far as springing yourself into full body action at a moment's notice goes, I'll grant passing remarks. It would appear that you've greatly refined your predictive eye over the course of your traineeship. You think so? All the help Van and Aaron gave must have paid off. I'm really starting to feel like my moves are 2 steps ahead of whatever my teammates are about to do. Even so, your grasp of the battlefield in its entirety is less than optimal. You overly rely on the auras close by to inform your actions. They truly embody the essence of a Kruga warrior. You must draw in the flames of the war zone and channel them into a godly roar of lightning, a step which is yet beyond you. Aw, you ain't too hard on me, Qasim. Like sister, like brother, always in combat mode. Can't they talk about something more, I don't know, party appropriate? That's just the Kruga way for you. You got more a typical brother-sister relationship than you think, though, outside of combat or training. When the whole family was together at their last New Year's festival, Qasim doted on Fairy with a vengeance. And the way he'd beam at their 2 little sibbies, like nothing I'd ever seen out of him before. I can't even picture it. You were at the village's New Year festival, though, eh? Not that I didn't have my hunches. Still, going to meet the boyfriend's parents at their holiday homecoming? You two must be pretty serious. Marduk and the crew have a partnership, that's all. Some equipment gets newly refurbished and... nuts to this! No use pretending otherwise. We've been going steady for about 3 years now, so it figured it was about time to introduce me. Oh, that long already? 2 years old and reset, right? That's still plenty young, but you're sure as a hell ain't a teenager anymore. Yet here you are, dating in the workplace, seizing the day on and off the clock. Man, what I wouldn't give. Listen, you. Perhaps you should prioritize your own private affairs before making sport of others. I don't mean to suggest putting the self above all else, but there are some fields in which a fulfilling personal life will directly impact one's performance. In other words, bro, bag a lane already. Your Hollow style and Kunlun expertise, for instance, to say nothing of the 4 SPGs you undertake. God, can't argue there. I'm pretty curious about that part of Van's life myself. Apparently, he and Elaine used to go out when they were still in school. Get out of town! I'd heard he, she, and the Prez's 4-eyed aide were an old posse together, but... Wellity, ex-sweethearts with the beauty's blade. Now if that don't beat all. How's about we go a little more in depth on your relationship statuses, Like, say, with Reset? Pardon my insolence. I've got no feelings to speak of, so have pity. Hilarious. Adorable. Adorable. What's up? At it already, huh? Hello there, Arkwright. Fine and tasty? We're on the streets that you're out to conquer the confectionery world, one sweet at a time. Not the way I would have phrased it, but sure. As for you, little lady, not even Swin were kidding when they said you could pack it away. Old man Yorg worked out a way to convert it all into doll-compatible energy, I'm told. It was a shock to us too, way back when. And her stomach's grown a few sizes since, even. Almost makes you want to keep the feed coming just to see how much more she can wolf down. Here, Lapis, Lapis, Lapis. How about another helping of roast chicken all slathered in gravy? Thank you. Moving on. It's good to finally officially meet Schwarzer, Armburst. And again, Clausel and Miss Herschel's have told me so many stories. This feels more like a reunion. That sounds about right. We heard a few things here and there about you too. Though Crow has the edge on me there, given the near miss you had during the immigrant incident. And no hard feelings, but I was doing some poking around in your business at the time. Heh, figures you were skulling behind the curtains. Hard to think of you as just a stranger, especially with an MO like that. I'll take that as an honor, but by the way, we were around the same age too, right? Not sure how much you've already caught on to my whole situation, but... Right now, I run a freelance contracting office over in the free city of Talsem. You ever need extra hands, just give me a ring, yeah? Be nice if the offer stands the other way around too. Well, fancy that. Most of the jobs you take must be bigger in scale than my usual fare. But sure, can't go wrong paving a two-way street with the original C, Erebonia's unsung hero. Let's see this business card. Yo, look at that shit. Not sure how much use I'll be with whatever errands you and the not-so-unsung hero here have going on, though. Sorry, but that's a card we'll have to keep close to our chests. Still, it'd be great to know we can rely on each other for help, in the case something does come up. Not to mention, I believe we already have a certain acquaintance in common. Ah, he must be that junior disciple she mentions. Annalise? No, junior disciple. He must be that junior disciple she mentions. Yeah. Oh no, she's a. Yeah. Well, I would name drop her, but you've got my condolences. Now watch your step. One look at that sword play you showed off earlier, and she'll drag you into a fight if it's the last thing she does. I'll keep that in mind. Though, for all the improvements I've made, she seems to be climbing even higher. You two had a run-in at the start of last year, right? She must have been some real business, if this is your takeaway. The way things are set up this time around, we're probably in for a close brush, or even closer, depending. And on that note, I got a request for you, Arkride. Any chance you and the rest of your Solutions crew can take Princess Silverblade in? Maybe keep a tight leash on her for a bit? Are you nuts? We haven't heard a peep from her in over 2 months now. And the last time was when she tried to make up for eating my limited edition cake with a half-ass replacement with a tee-hee whoopsie. That early summer exclusive sweet cherry one, you mean? I had a slice of it myself. It was simply adorable and outrageously scrumptious to boot. This is a great scene. Oh, this is a great scene. That was an inside job? Wait, weren't you still in shard form back then? He's got more layers to him than the story suggests, pun none intended. Yeah, plus a pal in the CID, we should be on our toes about. Still, I think we can trust this one, more or less. Oh my god. Yeah. To that project of theirs. This is important. This is important. Oh, God. Hello. Yeah, hello, Raiders. Oh my goodness, it's real. Yeah, hello everyone, my name is GoldenJumper730, but you call me Golden or Goldie. We like to do RPG/Blood Hell games, right? We do things differently time to time as well. But yeah, if you gotta go chillax after your stream, you know what you gotta do, and I'll do my best to keep your community entertained. As for everyone else, welcome on in. Hello. How was Trials of Mana? How's that going? Did you enjoy the hacking and slashing that game kinda has to offer? As for everyone else, welcome to Trails Beyond the Horizon, the latest Trails game to be localized here in the West and thus catching us up to Japan. We are just almost done here with the prologue, and once we do that, I will hop over to the world of Final Fantasy IV and continue our journey there. So, if you don't really know what's going on in Trails, don't worry about it because we're moving on to Final Fantasy IV. In that game, you don't really need to understand what's going on. It's just a bunch of turn-based combat. So once I get into the first chapter here, I will move on to Final Fantasy IV. But yeah, how's it going, Rio? Oh, hey, Arcade, making the rounds already? How admirable. This is indeed a prime opportunity to expand your horizons. Beyond the horizon? Uh-huh. I'd say mine are broad enough, both front stage and back. What's that supposed to mean? But our wily host here is giving me plenty of incentive with the crowd he's gathered. 2 Dominions, 1 active, 1 retired, the crew from Thor's. And to top it off, a certain big shot who wouldn't even exist anymore. Who shouldn't even exist anymore. Bit overkill for just a combat tech unveiling, if you ask me. Always the pointed critic, are we? And as you are already aware, Marduk had the privilege of entering a technological alliance with the holy city of Arteria. Consequently, we are anticipating a great deal of collaboration on Xiphon shard technology with not only them, but the Epstein Foundation as well. I'm doing well. I gotta go shovel later. And then just cool stuff, really, for the rest of the weekend. But, you know, we're chilling as much as we can, which is why I'm glad to be able to play Trails today, because it's going to be very, very chillax. And Final Fantasy IV. That is also how Father Kevin and Mr. Zima in here were procured to participate in today's tests. Nice way to spin it. Felt more to me like you had the Holy City and Foundation with their backs to the wall. I'm well aware there's been an ulterior motive at play from the outset, but you have my gratitude for the occasion nonetheless. It's true that this is not entirely without an agenda, but I do hope you can consider it equitable for all involved. Marduk's mission statement calls for a proactive approach to publicly releasing our innovations, the AR technology from today included. Yeah, and to heart, it flat out floored me. AR is impressive enough, but this sort of thing that blurs the boundaries. This is the sort of thing that blurs the boundaries of reality altogether. That is the very concept behind its development, actually. We already had a theoretical framework, but it was the 6th generation Xiphon standard that finally allowed us to bring it to fruition. Yo, what's up, Blab? How you been, dude? Of course, the sheer scale of spatial mapping required limits its application to dedicated facilities such as this at present. That notwithstanding, when presented side by side with virtual reality, something of this nature is certain to make the waves world over. So hello and goodbye. No worries, it's all good. I totally understand. I totally understand. And given that both the church and the foundation have now been brought on, it leaves me very curious as to the project's end goal. Well, at the very least, I can assure you that our aims are nothing nefarious. Asher's got intimidation down to an art. Ain't often someone can throw a Thorndike this far off balance. Yep. Even now, our commander and the rest of us Growlsitter can't hold a candle to him. On the flip side, I'd say the only person who could right now would be none other than Her Holiness. Oh yeah? And by that you mean... Ahem. In any event. Why do we never get to hear that? It's a shame you and Father Kevin brought a smaller turnout than initially anticipated, Mr. Arkwright. Granted, invitations were not extended to those members of your office whom have appeared to have unavoidable business to attend to. But after all our painstaking efforts, I'd hoped to have more testers to astound with our newest combat and AR technology. Huh, so that's how it is. Agnes is busy with finals right now, while Catcher and his college credit requirements to deal with. Reset would have offered that info, so he must have found out through some other means. Well, don't sweat it. Got a decent handle on all this now, so I'll give our team the rundown when we're back in the capital. Besides, any gaps I leave, Reset and Master will be there to fill in. Indeed, Agnes and the others should take to it like fish to water. On that note, I'm a bit surprised that you arrived by your lonesome, Kevin. Your other squires, I can understand, but one would have at least expect you to have brought Ries along. About that, I'm guessing you've probably heard, Master. But over on the Arteria side of things... Alright, sharing time's over. This convo's on a need-to-know basis only. A pity that, though I do have a faint idea, courtesy of the grapevine. It's a bit galling, I must add, that our company wasn't tasked with incorporating the Zyphosaur into your core systems. I wish I could email Falcom and be like, look, here's what I'm saying. Holy City of Arteria side game. Crazy, gothic, old Catholic architecture. And all the Roman choirs and Latin songs you could imagine possible. If you do that, I promise you, people will flock to Falcom like fish in water. If I could just tell that to Kondo and be like, bro, trust, if you do this and really commit to it, like Final Fantasy 15 level, like trailer levels of city architecture, you know what I mean? If they did that, I am telling you, it would sell like hotcakes. But alas, we cannot. I wish there was a way to email, you know, John Falcom and be like, yo, I have ideas, you know, feedback and everything. I understand why they don't, because they would get harassed like crazy. But I do wish there was a way to even like pay for it and be like, hi, like, look. I mean, I guess you could cold call, send them a letter or whatever, and, you know, maybe they open it. But like, I wish, because I think there would be some really cool things that they could try that I think fans have a good idea of that maybe they may not. The ones the church keep under top secret wraps, you mean? Probably about time with how outdated it must be. And Ries, she's your childhood friend, right? The one whose thumb they say you're always under? Ah, cool it with a two-pronged attack, will ya? Oh, Kevin. Wazi and Abbas? Oh my god. Okay. Ah, Mr. Arkwright. Speak of the devil. Huh. Humbled the top dog of the Ironbloods considers me worthwhile gossip fodder. And you in your Orion, right? Can't say you two and Reset seem like the likeliest trios. As it happens, I've been in contact with Miss Orion over Marduk-related business for a short while now. This man and I have shared some correspondence as well in regard to Miss Rosenberg's situation. As such, this seemed an opportune time to relay any further matters that pertain to them. You don't say. The two of us, on the other hand, already share personal ties. I owed my foundation of knowledge in basic sense to his instructions several years ago. She is not happy. How could I ever forget? But I must say, you've come to hardly even resemble the pawn, that is, the person you were back then. I appreciate you saying so. Pretty loaded, thank you there. Guess I'll just keep my nose to myself, though. That is probably for the best. They were both ally and adversary throughout the war, after all. Anyway, nice to finally meet you in person instead of over comms for once, Rufus A. Look, all I'm saying is, Estelle and Joshua got Ren. Lloyd got Kia. Reen got Altina. Van, where is your adopted kid? And it's not Fairy. Where's your adopted kid? Kind of a pain to dance around the name, though. You mind if I just call you Alberea when no one's looking? Do as you will. I doubt it would turn many heads these days. It's an honor to finally meet the vaunted Spriggan's acquaintance, especially after my limited range of activity in Edith. Feels backwards coming from an ex-big shot like yourself, but more importantly, you really came in clutch for my pal in his last moments. Getting a chance to give him one final send-off was lucky enough, but bringing Marielle along to do the same was a cherry on top. So even accounting for Swin and Nadia's sitch, that still leaves me a debt I am to pay you back for. Mr. Arkwright. I was merely repaying my own personal debt to the man. People do say For one so streetwise, you place an uncharacteristic emphasis on obligational duty. But even still, to have you so indirectly beholden to me is a tad discomforting. And here I could have sworn I was talking to the most shameless opportunist this side of Zemuria. One good turn deserves another, so feel free to call in a favor whenever it suits you. So long as it doesn't cross my boundaries, that is. I'm the kind of guy who's set in his ways. Duly noted. Evidently, we're far more compatible than I gave us credit for. Much as I hate to admit it. Mr. Arkwright is surprisingly open-minded to deal with Rufus so freely. Those who do tend to wind up being cajoled into something or outright used for his benefit. Though I suppose those tendencies of his have changed somewhat ever since he met Lapis, Nadia, and Swin. Is that so? I'm not as familiar with Mr. Alberea, but your assessment of Mr. Arkwright is certainly correct. This event of ours has gathered people of many walks, be it Thors, the church, or otherwise. The opportunities we present in doing so may well prove more insignificant than the training itself. I mean, it's just cool to know a bunch of people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have prepared additional sweets and delicacies for your enjoyment. We will be bringing them around shortly. Feel free to call us if we can be of service to you. Oh, damn, that's from the Erebonian place. That's the one that cares for the Imperial family itself. Hold your horses, man. Better wait till I've got a bit more room in the old stomach before I dig into those. Trying additional sweets will change the location of some characters to provide new topics of discussion. Nande. I don't think I really talked to anybody else except for Reset, maybe. They say this is the Empire's ultimate dessert. The Empress of Chocolate Cakes herself. The Shashatort. My, you certainly know your stuff. It was made fresh in the Empire just this morning and air delivered here. How? Shall I cut you a piece? Yes.
That rich, decadent butter cake slathered in a smooth, lustrous ganache. I hear it's even been soaked in a sweet and deliciously tart apricot jam.
There she is. Lapis!
I'm just thinking about it.
Lapis?
Can I get a piece? Wait, no. 2 pieces?
I'll take the entire cake!
What the crap?
Hello, Van. Doesn't this cake look exceptionally yummy? I'd love to be able to take it home and share it with Nadia and Swin. But it'll probably get eaten up here, huh? What a shame.
Sir?
It's fine. You can give it to her.
No! No! No!
Thanks! I'll take it then.
Oh no! Oh no, Van!
Wow, that cake Lapis had looked delicious! Can I get some too? Van?
I failed you, my Empress.
Oh.
It'll be all right, sir. We have a second one ready in the back. I'll go prepare it.
Oh my god. Best NPC ever. Shortly thereafter, Van got a slice from the backup Cheshirette the maid brought out. Prize in hand, he took time to slowly savor its rich, delicate sweetness. Lappy tried to get more, but he stopped her. Amazing. I love trails. The conversation's still flowing. At this point, I just kind of want to grab a coffee and put my feet up. But like I thought, there really is a lot going on here. Guess I had to keep sniffing out leads. I gotta talk to everybody again. Oh my lordy, you know. I mean, you know, at least he got some in the end. At least he got some in the end. Sister complex alert. No. I see. So your dialects both originate from the northeastern regions of central Zemuria. Seems so. That's the place my grandpappy was born and raised, after all. And you mentioned being from, Emeros, right, Kevin? Yep, one of the middlemost of free cities, right next to the south of Arteria. Wasn't a lot of people who sound like I do, though. You find them more up in the boonies up north northways. Funny, I once had a Liberian merchant for a client, and she mentioned having roots in the free cities, too. Neat. What was her name? Leela? You know, just the gal you're talking about. You sure do cast a wide network, though, Arkride. Even all chummy with one or two of my colleagues through Master Beauregard, right? Now I've got a whole nother slew of names to add to the list. I do appreciate the localization, at least, making Kevin and Mirabelle sound very different, right? Like, they're more southern. Because, you know, like, the whole translation versus localization discourse, like, if you wanted a one-to-one, like, how are you gonna, like, properly translate a Kansai dialect without sounding very awkward? But if you localize it to basically give them, I don't know, a southern accent of all things, or a country accent, like, it makes sense that at least it's meant to be somewhat different, right? Yeah, well, chummy is a strong word in these cases. But yeah, between the Thor's crew and Ironblood's #1, it's been a lot of first meetings. Even you, I haven't seen in a while. For someone content to stay cooped in his narrow little slice of Edith, though, this sort of thing's way out of my comfort zone. Aw, hooey, you got friends in high places from the Guild of the CID, and your inside tracks under the table go deeper than just Hateway. To say nothing of his connections of Marduk, all of it can be attributed to personal magnetism, I'm sure. Can you lay off the overselling before it puts me smack dab in the middle of Elsame and Ikaruga's crosshairs? Throw some Liberian royals or Erebonian witches on top of that, and I'll really have a meltdown. I mean, you probably, you know, do know about Emma and her thing. Yo, Joe, what's up? How's it going? Joe recently hit 100 followers on Twitch, so let's all give a big congratulations to Joe. And everyone go follow her. Remind me again, am I alive in your cult, or did I run away? I forget. You're playing Cult of the Lamb, and I've forgotten where I am with it. How's it going, bud? How's your weekend been? You went catatonic when I tried to resurrect you. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm catatonic. I was there for that. But I believe you recently died again. Awesome. Fantastic. The only way I'm going to be a good member of a Cult of the Lamb cult is if I play it myself, but I still don't really have large interest to play Cult of the Lamb, I feel. I don't know. I have low confidence that I can make it an entertaining stream. All things considered. We'll see about resurrecting once I have the ability to heal catatonia. Don't worry about it. It's all good. My guy's a piece of shit anyway. Alright, keep your shirt on. Yeah, sheesh. I'd rib about you jinxing it for yourself, but you generally sound worn to slap out over this. Unsurprising, and for a Reg and for a Selge is a core tenet of Mr. Arkwright's style, as it were. Well, that sounds like Master Beauregard, but if it means forging more ties, there's something to be valued. Friendly device, though? You may want to rein back on cozying up to that den of snakes. Oh, yeah. Of course, the guy from the Holy Church would be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be having friends in one of the most evil organizations in all of the country. Or continent, I mean. By the way. Sorry to come down so hard. It's not like I don't have my fair share of contacts there, too. But even if I'd take them over the cult or Armada, some of the heretics they got are nothing to laugh about. Did he just hit a vape? No, I think... Did he? No, he's a church member. He drank from a cup. That'd be crazy, though, if he had a vape. There is a dude that always has a cigar, though, in this series. He's awesome. His JP voice is voiced by Kiryu Kazuma, and he always has a cigar in hand. That includes a handful you're all too familiar with, like your good pal, the Oathbreaker. Oh, look who I just called him out too. Familiar and pal are strong words there, but I get what you're trying to say. Ain't something you gotta hammer in with me, though. I only ever judge for the people they are. Still, I'll watch my step. Wouldn't want to get too in hot water with your old self now, would I? Aw, I've long since washed my hands of that. Just try to keep off of Iscariot's radar, right? Offa? Like, I know Offa is a thing, but I've seen it written out as like crazy. Oh boy, underneath the goofball exterior, he's still a top-class grouse ritter through and through. And according to Marduke's data, he went by a more grisly title under 6 years ago. The past is the past. What matters is how one lives in the present. Though perhaps that rings a bit odd coming from me, of all people. Reset, you didn't have a body until like 1.5 years ago. Mirabelle, what's gotten to you all of a sudden? Oh, hush up and take the hug. I swear, you really are such a... Mirabelle, please, we're in public. Aw, don't mind the rubberneckers. Giving you a big old squeeze is my only order of business right now. What is a rubbernecker? Do I want to know? This is all a misunderstanding. It's okay, Mirabelle is taken. She has a boyfriend who is all the way over there. Alright, what are the kitties up to? Oh, Van, that cake earlier was absolutely delectable. It makes me wish I had paid the original shop a visit with Nadia when infiltrating the Imperial capital 2 years back. I don't even know where to start with that sentence. But wait, you ate the whole thing already? Look, specialty cakes like that are something master patissiers pour their entire souls in. So they call these millefeuilles? The creaminess, the crispiness, it's to die for. Listen, you! There. And, but wow, Lapis, you sure have a big appetite. You call them what? Kitties. I mean, there's 3 kids here. The children. Two of them, one's a doll, one of them is a robot, and one of them is like a 13-year-old kid. I remember you staring holes in the food at Montmartre too, back when you were a fairy. Kiddies. Oh, not with the TT. Yeah, no, DD. Kiddies. The kids. The little ones. Seconds away from drooling, even. The sorry sight had Yume dead set on feeding you. Yeah, there's a robot. Even in her previous body, she was an unfathomable glutton. But this new stage of development likely allows her to consume more than ever before. Bad news for Swin and Nadia's savings. Oh, I'll bet a certain rook's got a nest egg hidden away. I swear I've heard kitties. Oh, I'm sure you did. Oh, you snagged yourself some Sesheret too. The place it came from's gained a real high-end rep over its long history. Must be a rare treat even for an Erebonian. Actually, a close relative of mine has a fondness for it, so I do get some from her on occasion. William? She's been holding off nowadays, though, out of consideration for her weight. Her latest fixation is pretzels, per the recommendation of our cross-Bellin acquaintance. Oh, cool. Oh, now you got my attention. Pretzels are made from a totally different type of dough, I hear. Fill me in on what those are exactly. A pretzel is a dense, chewy bread made by twisting dough and then baking it. From sweet and savory, salted honey to crispy bacon wrapped, every kind is worth a try. Why do robots eat, though? Did they all eat before? No, but there's this whole thing of making the robots and dolls like very human-like, so they give them the human qualities, and I guess eating converts it into energy, kind of like how humans convert food into ATP and everything. Oh, that does sound tasty, and a good fit for field rations, too. Yeah, one theory even says they were first made in monasteries as shelf-stable food during the Dark Ages. They've all eaten so much, and yet the dessert discussions are no less lively for it. I'm sure it'd be even livelier where Milliam and Yuna were here. I miss Yuna! She was so good. Very undercooked and underrated, I feel. And now the boys. Yo, Arkwright, making the rounds again? Hustle never stops for you, does it? I could stand to learn much about driving business from a self-employed man such as yourself. This ain't about talking shop. Your little trio just had so much combined fishiness that I could practically see the stink lines. Sounds rich coming from me, I know, but on some level, I'm the most stand-up guy here. No? Well... No, I still think Reen has you beat there, but The both of us do share a dark history, as well as association with a certain letter of the alphabet. I also seem to recall appealing to the Azure Chevalier during my tenure as the Noble Alliance's chief of staff in the Civil War. Oh yeah, that did happen. Can you put it in a way that doesn't make us sound like a bad situationship, though? I mean, you kind of are. There is no particular amity between us. Even so, fate has tied us together, however loosely. With your freelancing practice underway, I'm sure the time will come where I will have need to hire you. Use and abuse me more like? Yeah, alright. So, what are you mixed in with these two for? Hashing out that contractor work Mirabelle brought up? It is as you surmise, yes. There are some minor points to discuss now that they, like you, are external testers for Marduk's Total Security Company. Well, in my case, I can't really expect a lot of backing. So I'm getting some from them in exchange for a trial running a new, well, let's call it a vehicle. You know the situation with Lapis well enough that I have no need to explicate mine any further. Rufus, can you stop using big words, please? I have like 2 brain cells right now. Though it bears mentioning that is largely due to the goodwill of Meister Jorg after his transfer to Marduk. Again with the casual secret spilling. Not that Ren hasn't already filled me on that. As for this trial run, I think I'm catching on. Guess that's to do with where you're headed after this. Tuh, my lips are zipped. At any rate, Marduk has made external testers of us all. Now, what say we capitalize on this opportunity and deepen our bonds of camaraderie? Pass. Both of the dudes. I love this actually, you know, now that Crow and Van are standing next to each other, there's like a cool dichotomy. Like, they both have frilly coats, but like the blue versus green vibe they got going. Both have a necklace. Like, it's kind of cool, you know? So delightfully in sync. I'll be expecting great things from you. Meister. Bad spell. All the crazy vocabulary. I swear to God, we need a thesaurus on the side. There he is. The hottest man here is Reen. It is an honor to meet once again, young Divine Blade. Neither the Empire's campaign nor the subsequent crisis in Crossbow would have reached a resolution were it not for you. Oh no, I couldn't have done it without the help of all of my friends and allies. Father Bark, I mean Bearguard, and Marduk had a hand in things too, I'm told. Indeed, though Marduk's cooperation was closely aligned with Operation Mille Mirage. We called upon the various Jaeger Corps across Samuria and facilitated their contract with the Wiseland army. I hadn't realized. If anyone could have pulled that off, it's your company. As for myself, being unable to act in any official capacity, a modest bit of assistance to the Radiant Wings was the best I could provide. This hardly compensates for that, but allow me to express how proud I am of what Gaius was able to accomplish with all of you. It doesn't get more dependable than him, even compared to the rest of Class 7. He was so sure you had passed away all the way up until late last December, was it? Yes, our first reunion in 3 years. I had expected some measure of anger, but instead he simply embraced me without so much as a word. A finer disciple than I deserve. That one. That sounds like him, all right. I made Father Gaius' acquaintance the other day as a result of Marduke's technological partnership with the church. He is an exceptional youth, as they claim, diligent in his self-betterment and as mighty as any dominion. Dude, they gas up Gaius so much. And then he doesn't, like, do a whole lot, just like his master. One second. Above all is his ability to become one with the wind. Would that my sister could follow his example. Wait, you saying... Ah, yes, I've heard tell from their elder. But supposedly, the people of the Nord Highlands share a common ancestor with the Kruga. Yes, though not at all a recent one. Our connection is best described as that of distant kinsmen. Around 1,000 years ago, during the chaos after the Great Collapse, the Nord tribe migrated from the Central East to northwestern Zemuria. The Kruga, on the other hand, remained in the Central East, with each tribe vying to act as protectors of their respective regions. Never knew. They have less difference in their faces than countries that are not next to each other. Yeah. You know, we love reusing character models. Such is also written of the Testaments, making it more fact than folklore. It is due in part to my curiosity over the very verse that I was compelled to travel to Nord. At least they have different clothing. And you ended up finding another disciple there. Call that fate at work. From what I hear, the Nord tribe taps into the breath of the winds, and the Kruga the flames. Apparently those winds did their part in helping the Empire's curse blow over. Green Cold Steel Curse. So what role are the flames meant to play? You can't even really tell who's darker at times. No, although I think with Sky Remake, they're gonna try to do a little bit better of skin tone, because Kevin does come back in Sky's second chapter, and or at least it's his first appearance at least, and they made him tan again. Kevin is supposed to be like fairly tan, and then they just like didn't do it. Yeah, what's up, Guaz? It's going pretty good. Dude, you know what's crazy? Because we were talking about this the other day. In this game, they go to space. The game starts off and they shoot a rocket to space. And it's funny because, like, we were talking about Sky and Liberal and how they're like, yeah, we had, like, a baby computer and, like, a gas engine. And now here we are in the latest game. And it's like, fuck it, we're going to space. Well... They go to space? Yeah, we launched a rocket. Crazy. You've grown, Van, pressing such an incisive point at this of all moments. Surely you have done your credit to the reputation as a dropout disciple, to put in Mother Celise's and Father Leon's terms. Well, excuse me for not being a valedictorian. And for the record, compared to Gaius, those two are practically still thumb-sucking little rugrats themselves. Oh, get him, Van. Oh, get him. Tell him how you really feel. Now, be at ease. Consider this a friendly student rivalry of sorts. Ow! Leon disses me like a stab to the jugular. Regardless, I have already distanced myself from the Kruga tribe's charge. It'll have to be Farida who gives you the answer you seek, or rather who uncovers it alongside you all. Wait, if we see Earth from above... I had the same question. They did not reveal that part yet, unfortunately. But in previous games, they do mention the idea that if you get too close to the edge of the world, like, everything kind of goes crazy and you end up, like, being lost, / you have to turn around anyway. So it's half implied that the world is crazy flat, but at the same time, it's not? So they haven't really explained that part yet. What's up, Linkster? Oh my, Grandma, what big tohos you have. I have the biggest tohos. The biggest tohos anyone has ever seen. Everyone's jealous of my big tohos. What's up, Linkster? How's it going, dude? My apologies, but this is genuinely the best I am able to answer. Toho size. What would that command even do? But a Naida is implied to be flat at times, but then... Yeah, Naida, we know, at least takes place in a different world, but Naida does also show that, like, worlds are not necessarily flat. Because you go to the other side, right? Tell us how big your tohos are. You know, maybe, I'll think about it. I have more wholesome commands like boop and hugs. And love. I think I have a love, right? Don't I have a love command? Which provides a random... Oh, you gotta ping somebody. You gotta do boop and then ping. I think. And then if you love tag somebody, it'll give you a percentage. Although there's more I can divulge, were you to become her groom and thus a brother of the Kruga? Hell no. It's not flat, but turns out to be destroyed one side, if you don't remember. Yeah, near the end. Goldie age. You wish. Whoa. Warn a guy before you start busting out the crazy hypotheticals. And since when have you ever smiled like that? If looks could kill, it'd be capital murder. An overactive imagination on your part. Looks like expectations weigh heavy on him in every direction at that. Much like yourself in the recent past, do try to foster a cordial relationship if you could. Of course, I was already hoping to. Alright, that's probably about all I could poke around and prod about. Looks like the cogs are turning in more place than I imagined. Well, whatever. Time to break this off and kick back with a good cup of Joe. Joe! Who must be booping? The cup of Joe. Okay. So that should clear off the prologue, and then we can move on to Final Fantasy IV. Jurassic Park. Okay, I can do that.
I'm glad to see everyone enjoying themselves so thoroughly. If I could have all your attention for a moment, I'd like to say a few words.
Yeah.
Firstly, I would like to once more offer my sincere gratitude to everyone for their cooperation in our trial. Though we had some concerns due to the tight schedule the products were made under, the data from the test results surpassed our expectations. Over the next few days, we will work to fix any and all issues that were discovered and have an update as soon as possible. So, to both our external testers and to our guests, I'd like to extend my heartfelt hope that we continue our mutually beneficial relations.
I'm really not sure what to think about all this.
Yeah, he reminds me a little too much of the head of the Black Workshop. Still holding out hope this place isn't nearly as bad, though.
Yeah.
Even so, I can't help but feel it has just as many secrets.
Yikes. I was definitely the right guy to send here. Poor Gaius just ain't cut out for this shady stuff, and Celeste probably would have ended up leveling the building somehow.
Knowing her, you're probably right. But then again, are you really so different?
I'm certainly very thankful for this new body. But we owe a fair bit because of it now, don't we?
Indeed. It wasn't simply a gift from the Meister. It was also a bit of a clever trap for us by the general manager, or perhaps even the C-suite.
As I'm sure you're all aware, our company is in full cooperation with the Republic's bold new initiative. However, due to a majority of our internal resources being allocated there are certain tasks we've been unable to deal with. As such, some of you may find yourself contacted with a proposition in the days to come. Of course, we've no intention of forcing any of you. If you happen to be interested, however, we'd gladly welcome your continued cooperation.
She okay?
I remember hearing that Altina works with the Empire's branch of the Epstein Foundation.
That's right. Is it perhaps...
I can't really say much about it. Just think of it as another one of our general manager's sneaky little tricks.
But that's enough business talk for the evening. For now, we've prepared hotel rooms for all of you. Your accommodations are at a high-end hotel in the center of Levance. I invite you to rest there and recover from your exertions. Oh, pardon me. My apologies for the interruption. However, I've just received some news I suspect all of you will be interested in as well. A live broadcast from Calvert has begun airing. I'll take the opportunity to put it up on a monitor so we can watch.
Oh boy. SpaceX was calling. I know, right? What a crazy phone. And it's a flip phone, too.
Now, as per the sudden announcement from the presidential office, the launch of the second orbital rocket is about to take place. As outlined in the initial plan, this will be a trial run to confirm pilot safety for the manned flight planned in the third launch.
Wait, what?
Wasn't the launch scheduled for 2 weeks from now?
It would appear the schedule was bumped up.
It seems preparations are complete and they're ready to begin the countdown.
We've been granted access to the on-site 3D camera. Ms. Alton, please switch the feed over to the AR system.
Oh, come on! You can't just dump that on me out of nowhere! At least we're gonna have the best seats in the house.
Whoa. This the same AR tech from the trial?
We get to just be there for this? That's amazing.
Beginning countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Told you we'd go to space.
Huh?
We're back.
That's as far as the AR was able to follow from the 3D camera feed. The rest, we'll just have to watch from the camera on the satellite.
A place that even Elysium was unable to reach.
Yeah.
A humanoid unit, huh?
Which means the actual thing they want to send up there must be...
One of the Republic's assault frames. But wouldn't its balance be a problem?
This is the comms and observation satellite, Prometheus 4. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame, EXD completed. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield, functional. Oxygen ratio, nominal. Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
I hereby declare Part 1 of Project Star Taker's second phase complete. Provided the EXD unit's return is successful, we'll proceed immediately to Phase 3. Today's launch was moved forward without notice. However, we plan to have the Presidential Office issue an announcement prior to the next one. I expect we won't keep you waiting for long. And as always, we ask for your continued support for this project.
This has been live coverage from the command center at Zeku Space Base. We'll have more details on the project schedule once the test dummy's return mission is complete.
Shall we hurry back to the Republic?
Yeah, looks like things are really gonna start speeding up from here on.
I've completed my interim reports, so I'm free to return to my transfer assignment.
That's great!
Oh boy.
Let's all go back together then. Kasim, Mirabelle, Mr. Thorndike, thank you for all your help.
And now we do a 10-hour drive back home.
After seeing that test dummy, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, it's probably the real reason behind our unofficial invite to the Republic.
Along with your partners, right?
Right. My machine was brought from the Imperial Airport, disguised as civilian airship cargo.
Ow.
You brought yours in from the Free Cities, is that right?
Yeah, I just finished setting up a cozy little spot for myself there. Thanks to all this, I owe the local authorities a huge favor now, though. But the Republic really went out of its way to take care of all the costs and negotiations involved in this trip.
That begs the question, why are they so eager to have you in Basel? And I must say it worries me that Rufus is also active again now of all times.
I know what you mean, but I don't think he'll be making the same kind of suspicious plays that he did 2 years ago.
Worrying about that guy's motives is a waste of time. He seems to be on the same page as that manager guy for now, anyway. Oh, but that reminds me. What was all that about before?
I'm guessing something's happened with the Epstein Foundation?
Yes. In fact, I just received word from Chief Plato that... Oh, there you all are. Hey,
Hi! Oh my god, you exist? It's Mint! Wow, of all the people. Yes, yeah. So, okay. For those who don't know, the whole thing behind a lot of the orbital stuff that you see in here, like the big crystals and like the magic and what kind of made all the technology you see here in the Trails series, is made by the Epstein Foundation. An unfortunate name that, you know, was not very problematic until a few years ago. So, yeah, you know... Yikes, I know. In this universe, at least, the said name is a much better and used for good name than for bad. You know, it's allowed for technological revolution that no one had ever really seen before, and yada yada. So, take that as you will.
The time is nigh. The 8 leaves must come together as one, and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn.
Yeah.
It is after your fateful
unfortunate
clash
naming,
with
I
the
know.
Black God that you will find your true blade.
I can't stop thinking about how strange that space program is. Not only that, but the fact they were so easily able to reach somewhere even Elysium couldn't is shocking. What are we going to do, Rufus?
Given the way things are at the moment, I don't intend to make
sure
any
am a
big
streamer.
moves. Besides, we still need to get your new body sorted out. For now, we'll meet up with Swin and Nadia as planned. We can treat it as a little vacation.
Okay.
Okay, bye, I
wonder
guess.
what Nadia and Swin will think of my new body.
Don't know what your previous one looked like, but I can say for certain that this one is just jam-packed full of cute. That Rosenberg guy doesn't mess around. And of course, it helps that you're such a charming little lady on your own, too.
Why are you with them?
Why, I'm glad you agree. You know, your name isn't
Oh, that's
too bad
rough.
either.
That's rough, Joe. that is very unfortunate. I don't know what you're on about, Ale.
No, definitely a 69 on the cuteness index.
69?
Ain't that kind of stingy? And what did my poor name do to lose that extra point?
The fact
Okay,
that she acts
okay,
without regard
okay.
for others' feelings is simply
Yikes.
for charm. And just for reference, my name scored an 85.
Oh boy.
Just had to rub it in, didn't you? Man, I'm catching it from all sides today. For real, though, I'm grateful for
That
the
was a
ride.
deep cut.
Even if I'm only going to the Levance airport, I really wanted to avoid all the bells and whistles of
Levance.
Marduke's send-off.
It's my pleasure.
Did we get to actually go to
However,
Levance? Because that's like the
given
third
who
time
you
we're hearing the
are,
town
I
named
imagine you
Levance
could have flown
in this
anywhere
prologue.
you wanted without help. Fifth Dominion, the Thousand-Hand Guardian. Or perhaps you've changed your title again.
You're not Heretic Hunter anymore?
I suspect what you were looking for wasn't just a ride, but a chance to discuss something with us away from prying ears.
I'm telling you, man, Rufus's English voice actor is so good. Like, he is... Oh, I could gush over him all day.
Huh?
You got me. Figures that I couldn't pull one over on the top dog of the Ironbloods, the villain who plotted against the world. I couldn't talk about this earlier since Arkwright's master was there. But now, it's time for us bad guys to make some moves. You see, I've got a job to do. I'd like to
What?
hire you to help out. What do you say?
What do you mean bad guy, Kevin? What do you mean? You're part of the church.
Perhaps I stirred the pot a bit too much. All of their selection as test members was entirely up to the risk management AI. But, well, I suppose it's true that we were able to resolve a number of outstanding issues thanks to them.
You can be a real slimeball when you want to be. You could have at least told Reset the truth, you know?
It was a necessary step, considering what lies ahead. First,
You mean like the friendly
President's
killing
office
squad they
pushed
just carry
Phase
it?
2 without any advance notice.
I guess.
And now, taking into account the schedule for Phase 3 they just sent us, we're only barely going to make it in time.
But that's... Ugh! What is that good-looking, good-for-nothing president even thinking? I don't care what kind of shifty stuff is going on behind the scenes. Ain't he rushing just a bit too much?
Even so, if we were to push back at all, everything we've worked for may just go up in smoke. We can leave the issue of the Garten entirely to the Foundation, so I want everyone to devote their full focus to this. We simply must bring forth all the resources we can muster, all for the Republic's dear Project Startaker. Or perhaps I should call it the President's plan to drive a blade into the heavens.
It's so suspicious. It's so suspicious. Boy, heck, how long has it been since I've seen this face? I missed you, though. I missed this.
Stupendous.
I missed
Things
this
are
guy.
getting even more fun than I'd hoped.
I do miss, though, when Ouroboros was, like, a bit more, you know, evil, you know? Or, like, there was more stakes involved with them. Like, they just haven't done stuff since the Phantasmal Blaze plan, and even then, that was kind of like a whatever thing. I do miss, but seeing Campanella again here, it's nostalgic in a sense.
Campanella? Just what is the meaning of this?
What's up, Novartis?
I got your message. I thought we agreed that you'd be helping with this, so why are you pulling out at the last second?
Sorry, my bad. I just got really busy here all of a sudden. Everything on the surface has gotten so complicated. I don't have any time left to be helping out behind the scenes.
It's far too late to back out now. Besides, isn't Harwood freed up? I'm well aware that someone needs to act as an observer, but just leave it to him and easily.
Well, that'll be tough. Seeing as the old man left on a business trip yesterday, he asked me to just keep things moving along.
What?
Yep. He said it was part of the third plan and approved by you-know-who. And thanks to that, I'm utterly swamped with work. The best I can do is help you out here and there in my spare time.
Forget it then. I don't need your help.
Hey, when Novartis is involved, you know it's going to be a silly time.
Every possible
Reverie was
occasion,
fun with him.
This is what I get in return? Fine. Since it's come to this, I'll simply have to go to the enforcers who are available, even if they're still wet behind the ears.
I hear you.
The new enforcers? I don't think our two newest members are really in a state to help at the moment. Might be kinda tough for most of the others, too. But these two might just have a bit of time.
Oopsie! Sorry, Campy. Have to pause the stream real quick, you know?
Oh, God.
Greetings. It would appear you're in the middle of your observation duties. I take it you're looking for assistance?
Perceptive as usual. I like it. That said, I'm not the one in need of help this time around. I'd like you two to give the professor a hand with his project.
Ah, it was something to do with Marduk, if I recall correctly.
That prof? Well, I guess I do owe him a favor, so as long as he's cool with me working remotely.
Amazing.
Much appreciated. Even though this isn't a front and center job, it's still very important. After all, it's part of her final plan. The long-awaited third phase, the eternal recurrence plan.
Like, they still doing it, I swear to God. Like, the thing is, it's so hard to believe them sometimes because they just haven't been around in a good while. Anywho, opening time. Enjoy. Quite good. Quite good. And so ends the prologue. I will say, for those who decide to listen to the full song, because that's the short version of the prologue, do not. The full version of that song is not good. The second half of the song is really bad. I'm sorry. Just listen to the minute 30 that you heard, and that's it. The other half is really bad. But it is something to talk about because it's like Falcom has come a very long way, and the fact that the past 3 games, this one included, have all been through their in-house engine and not through like Unreal or Unity or something else is just purely amazing. A lot of what you saw is made in-house, and it's something to appreciate, regardless of how the quality hits and regardless of how, you know, it ends up being sometimes. I do think flowers need to be given to Falcom in a lot of ways, because the tenacity that they have as a game developer is one that we really have not seen from a lot of the heavy hitters in honestly quite a while. And I'm biased towards them, but I honestly think the closest group that really does it like that is Team Asano from Square Enix that does Octopath and Bravely Default. But even then, like, they still don't really reach the level of tenacity that Falcom has. Past that, other game developers hit like their 1-offs or 2-offs, and then they never really do things again. So, you know, and I bring this up because Kondo recently did bring up the fact that he said that, you know, we as JP devs cannot compete on the scale and almost like global popularity as Chinese and Korean devs. But what we can beat them at is more so the creative endeavor. And I do have to admit, I think he does have a good point there. There's a whole article you can read about what he really means by that. But, you know, if you look at Falcom compared to, say, like a lot of the gacha games that exist now, especially from like, you know, the Chinese market or the Korean market, it's like, yeah, you know, there's creative things with gacha games, no doubt about it. Like, I love Honkai Star Rail's music, and I know ZZZ is fairly unique, and, you know, Where the Winds Meet is amazing. But, you know, there's just something about, there is an extra thing that I think Falcom brings to the table, which is just, you know, they do their own thing and it just works. They do things that they find, like, they don't try to put things out that are not fun. And I think that helps a lot with
draw
them.
so much attention.
Yeah, I don't really know what he meant by so much Koreans in that regard, because I don't know what their gacha scene is like, but if we look at that from, but also, I don't know, if we look at it from their game development, Stellar Blade and Liza P were pretty creative games, so I don't know if I entirely buy that. But, I don't know. Anywho, before we move on, there's something called the Ouroboros channel here, and we'll see. A short time prior, and then I'll move over to Final Fantasy IV. You're gonna mean Orobo? Hell yeah, dude.
This is the comms and observation satellite, Prometheus 4. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame, EXD completed. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield, functional. Oxygen ratio, nominal. Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
Sup, chat? It's Ouroboros, Myroboros, Ouroboros. That launch, though, literally out of this world. And the fact I got it on stream, so godlike. Look at Mr. Dummy floating around. Cute. Wait, hold up. This viewer count's popping off. That tracks, though. This is some real historical-ish. Anyone who missed it's in for some primo FOMO. Can humanity really touch the stars? I'll be keeping major tabs, so stay tuned for those deets, Ouroboros. Anyways, that's all for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah. We have banned. Banned. Oh lordy. Alrighty, well, I can just move to the title from here. Anti-localization people are just mauling over this. I was gonna say that is that you like I'm all for it. Anywho, let me take a BRB. I'll do the advertisement when I come back because I want to stretch out real quick. So here, let me play some music, and I will be back for Final Fantasy IV. Here, just a tiny bit. But yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't mind it. I like the idea of VTuber Ouroboros member. Like I'm perfectly okay with it. So we will take it. How you say? Trails to Azure flittering. I think it's called flittering, right? There it is. Hold. Oh, there's no extended version of it? Alright, that's fine. Well, I'll just play this then. Yeah, so give me like 5 minutes and then I'll be back and we will move on to Final Fantasy IV. So quick BRB. Okay, I forgot to I forgot to hit loop. I will link the song though, because I don't know sometimes what I am and I'm not allowed to play, but there it is. How would I feel about doing the ad with an accent? Not very good. Not very good. When did that advertise? Jurassic Park? Woo! Hold on. I ran up the stairs, Price is Right theme. You may also use the JP theme. What? Okay, so I have to advertise a thing, and the thing is Jurassic Park. So I have 2 minutes to advertise thing. The Jurassic Park theme. I think I could do the I think I can do the thing here. Hold on, let me get my sell us some dinosaurs, Goldie. Yeah, there you go, for sure, huh? Then hit the theme. Ah, my ears. Okay, so I have 2 minutes to talk about Jurassic Park and advertise it to you all, and then we shall see how it goes from there, I guess. What's up, Karison? How's it going today? How's your weekend been? Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so everyone knows it, right? Dinosaurs, cool as all heck, right? There's not a single person in this world that doesn't like dinosaurs, right? You got your Tyrannosauruses, you got your Stegosauruses, you got your raptors, the pterodactyls, the Spinosauruses, the Pterodactylsauruses, you know, all sorts of things, you know, flying, on the ground, you know, in the water, anything, right? It's all about the dinosaurs. But obviously, dinosaurs kind of extinct, right? Not really around. And so, introducing the best way to see dinosaurs in the real world, right here, right now. Come all to Jurassic Park, the only place in the whole world where you can see dinosaurs live and interact with them. I know, right? Super duper hard to believe. But with a one-stop shop place to go see all the dinosaurs available for a weekend price available at $129.99, you get an all-expense paid trip, 3 days, to see all the dinosaurs that your heart desires. Come join us in a safari-esque style truck as we take you through the jungles of Jurassic Park and see all the raptors and stegosauruses available. And then, on day 2, we'll put you in the roly-poly machine. The roly-poly machine, state-of-the-art new machine that allows you to go into an all-clear, giant plastic reinforced ball, allowing you to roam the fields with other dinosaurs as well and see the pterodactyls fly. Some will even pick you up, but don't worry, everything is safe and approved by the FDA. Yep, that's right, we had the FDA's approval. Not sure why, but it worked out anyway. So, anywho, look, do I need to say anything more? It's all about the dinosaurs, right? So come on over to Jurassic Park. 3 days, $129.99. Bring the family, bring your friends, bring your girlfriend. Doesn't matter. It's all about the dinosaurs. So come on over to Jurassic Park today. There you go. I move over to Final Fantasy IV. Ba-da-bum. Let me update the title. Done. Thank you, Carson.
I'd buy a dinosaur from you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for the 46 bits.